Ooh, I just wanted to come out like this for a change. Anyways, welcome once again to another episode of OG's Day Out, where I, Sampad, also known as Redacted 117, sit down with like minded anime and manga lovers and talk with them about everything anime and manga. This one is another episode related to WAM Kolkata, where I sit down with this time around with Ankita Majumdar, who is the winner for the Webtoon Professional category. We both sit down, we both share our love and appreciation for the Webtoons, and just ask her some questions about her experience at WAM. So if you have not watched our previous episodes, maybe this is the one you should start with, and also watch our previous episodes with the other guests in this small little discussion slash podcast series. So sit back, grab yourself something relaxing as usual, and enjoy this episode. And once again, thank you for watching. Welcome to another episode of OG's Day Out, where we go out to ask some very hard-hitting, important questions. Which not really, it's just questions we wanted to ask some people. But today I have with me Ankita, who I would let her introduce herself. She's one of the winners at WAM Kolkata. এবার তুমি তোমার category বলো.
Okay, so hi, my name is Ankita. I won for the professional webtoon category, and yeah, I'm happy to be here.
So for people who are not aware what Webtoon is, it's essentially like a vertical style of comics, or I would say Korean comic. Korean comic bolbo, Korean manga bolbo.
It's like online webcomics,
Yes.
which is in a scroll format.
Ha, it's in a scroll format. So তোমরা যেমন brain rot দেখো এমন বসে বসে TikTok এর মধ্যে ইয়ে করে it's essentially that, but it's just like one complete comic book strip. So first of all, congratulations on winning your category. I mean, I know Webtoon is a very hard thing to make because I read a lot of Webtoon, I consume a lot of Webtoon, and দেখেই মনে হয় মানে ওরকম art style on a vertical format is very difficult. So tell me a bit কি মানে how did it go for you at WAM Kolkata? মানে কি করে এত কিছু প্ল্যান করে বানিয়েছো? How was the feeling after you won the competition?
So I had a lot of planning done before the thing. I made a whole chart of 2 hours to storyboard, 1 hour to this, 1 hour to that, a lot of planning. It all went down the drain, absolutely, because when we got the script, because it was such an impromptu thing, and a lot of the things that were there I've never done before, because I have not really done an action thing before, and the script was action comedy. So immediately needed to search for a lot of references, and also then there was a raccoon, and I've never drawn an animal, like an expressive animal in a comic before. So again, a lot of research and storyboarding took up most of it. So the whole timeline of do this, then that out the rain. But I was struggling to finish, but it was at least done, and yeah, I somehow won, which was great. It was great, but yeah, very fun experience, a little stressful, but very fun experience almost.
So since you said whatever you planned, it didn't really go
absolutely
as you thought it would. তাও তো মানে কিছু তো একটা প্ল্যানিং তো ছিল ওই দিনে, মানে it didn't just happen, right? You did plan something. So on the fly, what did you plan at that day?
At that time, immediately I saw the script, and my first point was go over on Pinterest to find references. But at the same time, the network in the specific room that we were in was not working great. So again, I was just pulling poses out of my head, what to do, you had to just think on the fly. But yeah, it did take a while to storyboard, because my whole focus was on that. So at least it's an interesting read when you go. So yeah, I think that's it.
Acha, so let me ask you a very random question. What is your favorite anime?
Okay, mine will be a little generic. Okay,
we don't discriminate on that.
Okay, it's Hunter x Hunter, but yeah, it's a little generic. Hunter x Hunter.
Not really generic. But speaking of anime, this video was made possible by our media partner, which is Otaku Mantra, one of the biggest anime news portals in India. So if you're ever busy while drawing your beautiful webtoons, you can always go to Otaku Mantra and check out the latest anime news.
Nice.
So thank you so much, Otaku Mantra, for making this video possible. I didn't get any other script to, just praise them, so that is the extent to which we are gonna do it. But yeah, I'm probably gonna get kicked after this interview. So yeah, before I get kicked, we have some questions from our media partner Otaku Mantra. So let's focus on that, right? The first question which they wanted to ask is, what do you think? Like, what impressed the judges? Like, what portion of your work impressed the judges so that you won WAM Kolkata? What happened to my English? I do not know, but I guess everyone understood what I wanted to say. Like,
I mean, personally, I will hope. I don't know how they judged it, but then personally, I would hope it was like the pacing and the storyboarding of the sequences per panel, because that is where I put all my full focus on, so that it's engaging. So hopefully that, and maybe line work probably. I don't know. So,
okay,
yeah.
I did have a look at it before this event. So before this video. So it is a really impressive webtoon work, and especially like someone who follows this medium quite a lot nowadays instead of like mangas. Really impressed with how it looked like. So yeah, makes sense.
What is your favorite webtoon?
Breaker New Waves, Eternal, Breaker 3, essentially. I forgot, it's a very long name.
Okay.
Definitely not Solo Leveling, it's pretty generic to my taste.
Okay.
There's quite a lot actually, to be honest. I read quite a lot. There was this first max level manager or something, which is like an ongoing thing. There's another one called something daughter. I don't remember. It's like a lot of them. Their names are like mouthful, to be honest, like for me to remember. But they shorten it down, by the way. Do not worry. I think editors will shorten this down. But okay, let's get back to the point. Another question which Otaku Mantra also had in their mind, which I also had in my mind when I was asking, like when I was drafting these questions, is since WAM is, there are some cities where WAMs are still like left to be hosted, right? It's still in the process. Like the entire thing hasn't completed yet. So for the cities where it hasn't completed yet, what kind of advice would you give to any person who's interested in taking part in WAM, specifically in your category, but also in general?
Keep a shit ton of references, okay? Because if something like this happens, like it happened with me, if you don't have a place with a lot of good internet, you'll be screwed. So you keep a lot of references ready, and keep sure that, like, make sure that the time does not run out, because it will run out. It will run out. The timing is very, like, it will stress you out, but like try to calm down and keep lots of references ready. In general, just have an idea. Yeah, all the best. I'm sure it will be well. So yes, that's it. I think that's it. Yeah.
Okay, and to end this interview off, one final question. What's next? What are you planning on doing once you go to WAM Delhi? Which is like, as of this video, the dates are not out yet. It should be this year itself. So what are your plans?
Hopefully do well there. If we can win, we win. And then there's this other competition also that hopefully goes well. And apart from that, I think there's a Webtoon 2025 competition, so there also. So a lot of competitions, hopefully I win. So yeah.
All the best.
Yeah.
That's the best thing I can say right now after what you said. All the best. And see, I always like whenever someone appreciates our club, Otaku Guild. So like, do you have anything nice to say about it? Not paid, by the way. I'm just, like just trying to coax her a bit. So.
I do actually. Because of them, I could like find access of the news. I did not know this was happening otherwise. Honestly, because of them, I found out this is happening. The other one also, under Waves only, I found out because of them again, because they shared the story. And yeah, honestly, thank you for like making this accessible to everybody and like getting people to know that these events are happening and / hosting them. So you're doing a great job.
So yeah, I'll end it on this nice note that we are doing a great job. Don't know about this entire video series though, but we'll try to do our best job. But yeah, this is OG's Day Out with Ankita. Thank you so much for coming. So sorry that we had to make you stay for this long. And yeah, make sure you share this video around like wherever you can. And but speaking of anime, I don't know which camera I'm looking at, but this video is sponsored by one of the biggest.
Sponsored now.
Oh,
Sponsored now. This media partners.
Achha. But speaking of anime, this video was made possible thanks to our media partner, which is Otaku Card, one of the
Otaku
best.
mantra. What is wrong with you, man?
Otaku Card also is like.
That is different, na?
Rolling.
Oh,
Do this, then that, out the rain.